A lot of the writers these days, everything's simple, it's all easy, it's all given to you. When we started writing...
Hello. We started in the ends.
That's right.
Killer podcast. KillerOfficial.com.
THTC, the UK's leading ethical streetwear label. Organically grown and ethically built garments from hemp, organic cotton and other sustainable materials. 2019 is their 20th anniversary year. Join me with THTC as a Killer podcast sponsor celebrating music, social activism, hemp and street culture. THTC, eco-fashion redefined since 1999.
Instagram UK Frontline.
Beatbox created.
Killer.
And we're here to talk about world music and street culture.
Killer Podcast.
Hold tight to our sponsors, Graffiti Kings. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Killer podcast, live and direct from, well, actually, we're in Lambeth, aren't we?
We're in South motherfucking bound, nigga. Yeah, no shit. We're on the south side of the river.
Hold tight. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you Take DDS. What are you saying, pal?
Nothing, man, just chilling
up there. You got to put my on.
Nothing, just chilling.
You chilling?
Fucking down here in South Bank, we had to come over to the side of the river to chill.
Yeah, I tried to get you over north, but it wasn't happening, was it?
No, it's not feeling that, man. It's where it all started.
Yeah, it is. That's the one.
Had to be where we had to start.
I don't know what made me think that, because you've always been south, but for some reason, I had an affliction that maybe you was from even like kind of Stockwell, Brixton way, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly where I'm from.
That's
but to be fair, yeah.
It's not Brixton. Let me say it straight.
It's not Brixton.
It's not Brixton. It's called Brickwell. Yeah, that means Stockwell and Brixton together. Anyway, I'm not going to butt in again. I just want you to know.
Hold tight, Cos.
That's real direct.
I'll tell a man like Cosa.
Brickwell.
So what's good, bro? What's good? What's been happening?
Nothing, man. Just fucking... Do you know what? There's too much people at the moment to compete with at the moment, but when it comes to the Graff world, we've definitely changed the scene and we've had to do what we had to do from the start.
Yeah, I feel that.
Everyone in the Graff world at the moment, generally, they have to have the energy and everyone has someone who they look up to and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Everyone has to have like an idol, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
So, for instance, when I grew up, it was like Zombie. When you see the Frizzer Frops or the Chuck Frops when we was kids, them things there made you want to rap.
Yeah.
The Chuck Frop was like Sonic the Hedgehog. It was like
big up Smoke,
come
big up
on
Tack,
now.
big up Luck.
He said Sonic the Hedgehog too.
Fucking across the street from my estate.
We started writing. This is how it started. Seeing a 15mm pen in primary school in the drawer. Yeah. This is where Graff started for me. I never knew pens come in that size.
That's a level.
And then you see it in pink, green,
How old
yellow.
were you then?
This is like 8, 9. And then you see pixie tags in a block here.
And where did them paint pens come from? My classroom.
That's right.
Because when I ran through the block with you and Gerbil and them, all pixie and them was running in the block like, yo, see, you got pens.
That's right.
So I was handing them out to
They used to do different colour tags, like letters.
Remember, I'm not in this
we used to
interview,
go in
but
the
I'll
block.
tell you.
But this is old school, there's no buttons to get in the
I'll
block. You go to the roof and you can do anything you want in the roof. Yeah. You can throw trolleys off the roof into the trees to get conkers.
Yeah.
This is where it was like that. Like we come from some different world and suddenly seeing colours on the wall in a block, like a yellow tag.
You're not the first person to say that, because like when people discover colour, it's almost like changes the whole way of thinking. It's like it brightens up where you're from, and all of a sudden it gives a whole sense of like, shit, how the fuck did they do that with them colours?
That's right. It's because like, even seeing something when you're a kid and it's a different size, it's like, wow, it's a big thing. And then, to be fair, like everyone has idols. On my block where I grew up, my idols were like, and the real bad man on the block. Yeah? No Eminem or none of these people that I never looked up to. My man on the block is what I looked up to. I don't know if I'm built wrong from other people, but I had to see the man on the block and I wanted to be like them. I never wanted to be like some genius or...
Heroes full stop are like super key. I don't think kids have enough heroes nowadays, that's the thing.
That's right, no, to be fair, it's like, everyone had to, Graff saved me, full stop, Graff saved me as a kid. If me and Cos never started writing and Graff never started writing, we would have been the guys on the estate that would have been doing some mad shit. Graff took us in another direction. So it was beneficial, but we definitely maximised every moment of it to make it worth it from leaving the hood.
Yes.
Yeah? Because everyone could have done the G-Unit thing on the block right now.
Yeah.
How do you mean G-Unit?
So back in the day, so did Cos take you under the wing in terms of like getting you into Graff and whatnot? Was there a fundamental moment where you were like, oh yeah?
I see. How did we actually, did you bring me into writing or how did it happen?
Who brought who into writing?
Our mum and dad from way back. Me and Menace and someone else walked through the park. And I knew you from young, from when we was in primary school. We remember the day when when we had a Rounders Day, and all the fucking little dinner ladies used to hate you.
That's right.
You was in Airsworth, at that time, and I was kind of a big boy in my class or whatever. So like when I come and say, what's going on here? I just grab him or whatever, and the dinner lady say, yeah, fucking yeah. But I remember one day he had the umber with me on that day, innit? And our mums bucked together at a pub up in Clapham. And my mum said hello to his mum, and I was like, what the fuck, yeah? How come I know your mum, yeah? I just slapped the monkey out of you and I would fight everything, and like just hating whatever, yeah? But I was like, what the fuck, yeah? This is mad, like. So I had to kind of nod at him, and our mums nodded and done the
never talk truth.
Hey girl, whatever. We was like, what the fuck, yeah? I want to fuck you up, yeah? So basically, we didn't do that obviously. We just nod each other, respect, real, recognize real.
How old were you then? How old was that?
How old was that? 12.
11, 12.
11 then.
He's a year older.
Our family knew each other, and that's how we bucked on the pen.
That's the one.
And that's why you have to respect them, man.
Come on now.
I got you. So as of that point, what, it was like a bug? It was like you was straight Graff?
We just started bombing and then it's like, we went to a secondary school and then like, I jumped on the train, it was like Queenstown Road, and I moved to my dad's house in Battersea, and I moved from Stockwell. And then it's like, when we come from Stockwell, everyone goes Stockwell Park, Lillian Bailey's, everyone went to the same secondary school. Only 2 people went to Elliot, and that was me and Cos.
That's madness.
All the way from Stockwell, we went to Putney School together.
That's
so it was
madness.
like a weird coincidence. And then we met Esno.
Oh,
and then from Esno, he directed our career with Rec. There was a guy called Rec, yeah? Rec was a good razor. He was like,
Rec DTS.
Come
Rec
on
DTS.
Hey,
Rec DTS.
These are people that kind of grew us.
Do you know what DTS means? Pussios. Do you know what it means? And I sat about it the other day.
Break it down.
This is how deep Rec was. And I was running away from fucking Putney in my school, dusting down the tracks now. Down all the way to some bumpkin plot near Dorking to Rack from some B&Q. Coming back when I was in the phone box near fucking C. Lamprey, pressing the buttons in when I jumped off the 77. Guess what DTS means? Go on. Dodge the shrapnel.
Dodge the
Dodge the fucking shrapnel. Imagine that.
That's
I don't
cold.
know. It's weird,
That's like 94.
That's cold.
In reality, it's
From that era, we was dodging shrapnel in that era. We weren't even with them other motherfuckers.
Dodge the shrapnel.
Dodge the shrapnel.
Come on.
in reality as well, it's like, a lot of these writers start writing today, yeah?
Yeah.
At 12 years old, I was raising stop back in Stroot.
Hey, take. DTS is coming back. From today.
Did you hear that?
DTS is coming back.
Hold up.
Dodge the shrapnel.
Dodge the
that can
fucking
mean
shrapnel.
anything.
But it's like,
That can mean anything.
in reality, it's like, in this world now, yeah, it's like, everyone wants to get up. These people buy paint now. These people get paint given to them.
Yeah.
They don't know about going Rochester at Shoot at 12.
Yeah.
And getting stop back leaks and jackbacks.
Yeah.
They don't know about this at 12 Bunking School getting paint in Dartford.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going? Now we used to go Muckleland. We used to go Muckleland. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere to get paint from 12. Yeah? And it's like, a lot of the writers these days, everything's simple, it's all easy, it's all given to you. When we started writing, it was so hard to create who you was because you had to raise the paint and it was difficult.
Yeah.
And then to get up was
That's another level. That's another level.
And it's like,
This is
we
like
was young kids at that stage.
Yeah.
Growing
That's what I was about
up,
to
it's
say.
like, we had to force ourselves into this world at one stage. But everyone tries to do that.
Where did that athleticism come from? Where did that athleticism come from?
I don't know, it's like we used to go to a Hall of Fame, yeah, in Gypsy Hill when we was kids, yeah? and we used to buck into Sir, Dyer, Cons.
FDC and
It was like, that's what we wanted immediately. We used to jump on trains taking pictures.
Hello. We started in the ends.
That's right.
Around all them other ghetto youths.
That's right.
We decided when we rid that train from one end to the other, what we saw in there, and when we linked Esno, all the others, along to that rec line bit, in between that section, that's how we found out it's on tracks and everything. And eventually, we started going out further, racking nourishments, racking little chocolate drinks, rolling together, bumped into someone. Me and him used to roll double up, bang, with our little shit nourishments, little cameras, like who can get as many shots as they can. Let's go to Camden. Let's ride the line.
Just for shots.
Let's ride the line in Camden. Let's go and get a shot in Camden. We'd roll through Camden. And listen, when we got back to his fucking grandma's, we'd have all the photos on the floor. We'd be like, yo, bam, 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 bam. You got that one, your one's better than that. So we used to collect and try and teach.
Like fucking baseball cards.
Even when we was younger, we rolled up on other kings in the game, like certain DDS kings. I will name their name. Teach, fucking. Look, there was a lot of people there, but I remember one day, them records came out. Me and him, them lot would have an all-nighter. The whole of all the gang would have an all-nighter, and me and him would be sitting there in the morning, waking up to grab the records to make the first mixtape. Whoever wakes up first, I've got the fucking records.
And
I'll have like 10 on my side and what the fuck.
You two's like brothers.
Oh, like we was doing some mad shit.
How's the camera looking alright there? Camera alright, yeah? We're good, yeah? We'll jig, yeah? Hold tight, Cos, hold tight Harmer.
But do you know what? To be fair, the day it changed, we used to collect like June pieces. We used to change trains in like Camden, all the way from Stockholm as kids.
But you know what I remember? Well, we walked into Camden Hall of Fame one day. Do you remember this?
I was just about to say.
It's almost like we wanted to meet these people. We done our
that were on the pictures.
Shit in little.
This one, I was just about to say this. I've got goose pimples if we're saying
we didn't get no meetings because we're kids. They're like bigger guys, So we just push like. Not like I wanted to meet you, but like we're pushing the game. We're doing our tags everywhere. We're going on everywhere. We're taking a photo here. We're going on right next week.
Time for that next level.
Me and him, our parents were different. They would let us out more than the average.
That's right.
So we could go back home at 11, 12.
No, he made me let me astray.
And there was like, some of our parents was no way having that. Like, it's impossible. So we had a little bit of extra time to ride and do some things, but we was doing this from probably like 8, 9.
You know what I love the most? I love the fact that you guys...
Like, we was in the estate at 8, 9 when people was getting sliced up in the... I don't want to talk about that, man. Ugly shit.
Okay.
Because all this fucking art shit is new. I just wanted people to like...
of course, shit.
But this is bad stuff in the 80s and 90s. These fucking things are happening. You didn't have no cameras as like it is now. You didn't have all these fucking Instagram, all this weird stuff, pinpointing the shit. You just about had a fucking... Wait, shut up, fuck! You just about had a Motorola with a 2-piece battery in the back, if you're lucky. If you didn't have that, you're fucked. If you had a pager, you can't communicate with friends. Like when something's happening, it's happening. You're getting raped and attacked and then fucked off.
It's fire. I mean, it's mad to think that you went from like collecting the photos to actually wanting to go and meet them and do this. This is cold. This is like
you know what it is? I think it was like, we used to jump on trains and watch people's things, and it's like at one stage, we both liked June. June used to be these floating stars.
Yes,
and these
June,
things.
the skateboarder.
Yeah, bro.
Skateboarder boy.
And we started lodging it. And it's like through that.
I turned a lot of lines into June lines. Because eventually, when everyone was dogging SFL, KC, all along the lines, all in between that time I was racking. Bombing, racking, just little frogs in there, but more racking, like 100% in racking. Probably 90% in racking and 10% bombing. That's cool. That whole time there when that was happening, I saw KC, SFL, dog, lines. I said, you know what? It's been 3 years. I've been riding this line. I'm not even seeing no one shine. Like, it's been 3 years and they're just dogging each other continuously. There's lines going between lines. I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. As soon as that Molotov from Hobbycraft, oh my.
Oh yeah.
Hadouken, red fireballs. Hadouken, fuck Dalsim, fuck E Honda. He ain't even got a fireball. Fuck Dalsim, fuck anyone that got some fast shit. Fuck Dalsim, fuck E Honda, fuck Blanca in the face. 20 blankers, yeah? But when I hit that shit, when I found out they had that shit, I was like, oh my God. Forget artifacts, forget fucking outfits, forget Craig and Rose didn't even exist then. But me and on you, motherfucker, you know my doggy, you know what I'm saying. My doggy on you came and counteracted.
Watch that at the back there, G.
Counteract.
Okay.
Counteract is a blackjack. On you was on my side at that time. Bang bang. We left everywhere. Machine gun all across every kind of thing you can think of, and took out all those pieces of fucking black and white doggage. And just after that, guess what happened? Everyone else followed. Because as soon as you say that they've got paint, it's like fucking hyenas on fucking chunks of fucking steak, you cunt.
Oh my God. Listen, hold tight right now. We are live inside the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, everything here is real and passionate, you know that, isn't it?
Yeah, for real.
Like, do you know
for
what,
real.
to
I
be
can
fair,
hear it.
it's
I can hear it, bro. It's fucking sick.
It's like...
This
you
is
know
like
what?
by the way, this is
Let
some Ross Kemp day out shit for me, mate. I'm here with the popcorn. I'm having the best fucking time right now. We're in the Wall of Fame. We've got Taker, we've got Cosa, we've got Harmo inside the ride.
I'll give you an example. One day we jumped on a train at Wandsworth Town.
Yeah.
And we got on the train and I said, I swear that's Fizzle. I swear that's Cough.
Yeah.
The tags on the window. And we stalked them. Not
It
like
was
that.
money. Not cough, you dog.
Fuck you.
Money, money.
Right.
And they tried to sell us a 50 fucking mil.
And then when we got
for 50 pounds.
when we got all the way to
think it was
Stockport,
25 or
and then
something,
somebody
but
was
still
like, wow, it's me. Yeah, we knew it was
When
him.
did you guys get into DDS? At what point did that happen?
To be fair, I followed behind him. It's like, he got in all the crews before me, so I couldn't even like paint properly. I had a good time.
What?
But
How's that looking at the back there, G? Is that looking alright at the camera?
I didn't get no cribs before you.
DDS you did.
No, you fuck.
Oh man, how's that
You got
looking?
put in it.
We are, yeah?
I'll tell you after.
Nice.
all this
Tell me.
We came in the game together.
Tell
we
me.
weren't in no
We come in
crews.
again. He got in all
The
the
first
crews
crew I
before
got
me.
in was FPS. That day
That
when
was
we
your
met
first
Kind and Thingy with a
He
Sega Mega Drive.
was always better than me from day
Fuck
one.
up, yeah, man.
That was him. He was always better than me. But
It weren't that. I was on
struggled
bombing
with
more
that.
than him, and I was on this thing more than him. And I bring him out of his
I think this is what
comfort
no,
zone.
this-
After I found out my mum knew his mum,
Can I say this?
bring him another whole
Can I
shoulder
say this?
around
Can
him.
I say this? It ain't that. You know what it is? It is age, and it's the fact that he was older than you, and you came up through that way. There's all different ways in which you can come up. I come up through different ways in my different things. You know what I mean? It's just the way it rolls.
you worded that
It's,
well.
you know, it's better that way, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway. So what else? What's good? So you got into DDS at when? When was that?
do you know what? I actually remember it. We was going to a squat party,
Yeah.
and I was with like, loads of writers. There was
Yeah.
Fume, there was Zom, Plug, Touch, the whole gang, Cos, all of us together, Bosch. And we ended up in some place in Hackney. And it was the weirdest one of the weirdest experiences ever.
Yeah.
When we was kids, they had paint in Woolworths, and it was like called, I can't remember, it was Covered Plus. And this building particularly had maybe 150 boxes of Cover Plus paint in boxes, but it was a squat party.
Damn.
And there was boxes and boxes of Cover Plus from Woolworths hidden in the back of the squat party. And we was all buzzing.
Do you remember that party?
And then Teach went, Take,
sounds
put up
mad.
DDS. Teach was like, put up DDS, Take. But I was like, at that time, it was like my birthdays all at once. Like, I
This is like
I come
head
from a broken background. I never had birthday parties. That was my moment.
Yeah.
That was my moment. I didn't want nothing else. I've only wanted to be a writer. I've always wanted to be a writer.
Bless you. You're fucking done, you.
From
This is
a
a
young
fucking
age,
top boy.
It's like,
Yeah.
in my world, yeah, I don't know unless I win the lottery and I'm going to be something different. But it's a cheap fame.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what certain people say, but then
What,
you
as a
will be
cheap fame?
remembered.
Nah, you know what? It's all about coverage, isn't it? Like when I think about like the fame that you get through Graff, it's something that can be translated in social media nowadays. Like you put up loads and loads and loads of different viral GIFs and shit. It's the same, it's equivocal of doing a tag or doing a dub. So many pieces, do it everywhere. And that's the thing about DDS and yourself. I remember seeing Croydon the Clapham Junction, untouchable, full of fucking Take fucking dubs. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Like,
that
you were
was
there.
my line though, that was
Yeah.
my line.
Yeah.
But it was like, do you know what? There was so much memories of growing up and being like running away from home and staying in the house and being, like, even having the pressure on me from a young kid, yeah, I was the youngest writer
Yeah.
at one stage.
How old are you now?
I'm 36.
36, yeah, still a baby, see?
But
Baby in the damn game.
I was like the 13-year-old with 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, Cos was a year older than me, but he looked a lot older than me.
Yeah.
So at times I wouldn't get in places. If we went yards, they wouldn't walk down the road with me.
Why? Because you're too young?
Yeah. We get pulled by police. They're like, what are you doing out on the road?
Super impressionable and that, innit? And they see you as an innocent.
Do you know what? You have to learn from everything in life.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what makes me, like, I know how to roll in a certain way. Because at a young age, I had to learn to be invincible, walking down roads in Uxbridge, going yards with 21-year-olds, and I was 14 years old. And everyone would run away and police come because they don't want to be with me because I was so young.
For real?
We were getting pulled over.
This is crazy. Tell me about your first time in yard.
My first time in yard? Wow.
Yeah, just keep the mic,
I was with Char.
Yeah?
I was with Char. He used to wear Ari.
Yeah.
And he took me near Morden.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is, he was like, we went over this wall. Furthermore, we went over a garden shed and we cut the wire and we climbed down. And we only bombed the side of a northern line, But he wanted a I'm lying, he wanted a barbecue black rust lot, And that was like going to be the biggest stainer ever.